All I'm saying, dude, is that these things are great. If you need a any last second Christmas gifts, you're like, what do I get someone? Give them a little head scratcher. I don't know what these things are called, but oh man, sensation is all I'm saying. What is going on, YouTube? It's Jake, and here we are coming at you with yet another video on the advent of cyber. Today we're on challenge 10, and we're gonna get into some more networking type of challenges. If that is what it is. So let's take a look. It's day 10. Offense is the best defense. What is the challenge we're trying to take today? McSkitty, the legend, the myth, the god tier McSkitty, is trying to discover how attackers manage to penetrate the network and cause damage to the best festival company's infrastructure. She decided to start doing a security assessment of her systems, and yeah, she wants to find out how the damage is done. You know, again, another one of those blue team situations. Here we are, the network admin, some sort of employee, you know, just hanging out. And we realized that, oh my gosh, we're attacked. Let's find out how it happened. That, you know, this is our job. We're getting paid money. Let's figure it out. And I think before we're gonna be using Nmap. It seems that's great. It's a great tool, and I think it's recommended that we review some key terms before doing such a task. So let's go on ahead and do that. IP addresses. What's up, baby? Yes, Alaska making an appearance. Oh my goodness, guys, I was interrupted by a cute beast coming into the room. So, whoops. But, yes, talking about IP addresses, I think we're all on the same page that this is like our internet name. That's how we communicate with each other over the internet, over, you know, electronic devices. We can't really be calling each other by name necessarily. If someone wanted to say, hey Jake, what's up, in India and in Germany, there's a lot of people named Jake, it wouldn't work out that way. You know, we had phone numbers for a little bit. You can kind of think of it as a phone number, but you know, IP address, boom, we love it. We love it. And there's special ones. 27.0.0.1, that's going to be your local IP address. So every single time you type this in, it knows it's the loopback address, local host. So if you were running a server on your own PC, you could go to 27.0.0.1 and access your server before, you know, purchasing a domain name and getting it, you know, registered to the public internet. That's cool. We're also going to be talking a little bit about like internet traffic and how that works. I think this is a great challenge to introduce these topics and how it all works. So we have like the TCP and the UDP layer, which we can imagine as you know, TCP being a secure way of communication in the sense that I will I will talk to you, make sure that you hear me and I'm heard before actually sending the data. So I'm like, hey, I'm gonna speak something, I'm gonna say hello, the server's gonna respond back hello. I'm gonna be like, I want one espresso, and the server's gonna be like, you want one espresso? I'm like, yes, please, that'd be great. And he's like, okay, $3, no problem. So you actually have a conversation. And then you have your UDP, which is just speaking into the void, and you just hope that someone is paying attention. But you don't really care about having that secureness of someone actually is hearing your thoughts or not. And so I know that TryHack here is showing us how the internet kind of works with TCP and how the information's like, hello, we got ACKs and everything. But I think a great tool is using interactive demos to explain this. This is PearsonCMG.com, and they have a bunch of interactive demos here that you can see if you want to see how certain situations of the internet work. This isn't like necessarily TCP or UDP. It's called Go Back In, which is built on that TCP, which is when you're sending a bunch of packets at the same time. What do you do if one of the packets explodes and never reaches its final destination, like in the middle? So if I was sending all of these and then like number 4 exploded, it just got, yeah, it got sent to the void, sent to Dante's Inferno. How the internet like responds. Anyways, this is like really cool in my mind, but the basic premise what I'm trying to show here is that you have a packet, you have received, you have ACK received. So I sent these 2, 3, 4, 5 packets out. They were packets that were sent. And then the server sends back these ACKs, okay? Sends back the ACKs. Like, I acknowledge that I got this and I'm sending it back to you. You'll notice that we destroyed 4. 4 it exploded, and so it just didn't receive. It did not receive that. And so the server, the client that sent it will know that, hey, my packet exploded because I didn't receive an ACK. So I know I have to send 4 again, essentially is what's going on here. So once the client receives 2 and 3, he knows he's ready. He's queued up to send more packets. He can keep sending these packets. That's whatever. But there's like a timer that kind of runs on our server. And it's gonna take a minute. I have to click the speed up. So we're speeding it up. And automatically, at some point in the future, there we go. We'll send all of our packets, and they'll be received. So essentially how the internet works, ladies and gentlemen, with this protocol is we will send information and we expect an acknowledgement, and when we get that acknowledgement, we will send the next sequence of data. And what's cool about this is that we kind of have like a sliding window. So instead of doing like 1, 1, 1, 1, we can do like send 5, and if I don't get one of them, okay, I know how to act in that situation. But anyways, I digress. I figured that was, something extra. I know I'm doing these challenges, want to give a little extra hints of knowledge here and there, and I think that was, a cool demo of how the internet kind of works, if that piques your curiosity. So let's get into the challenge now. We're gonna be using Nmap, okay? And one thing that is certain about Nmap is they're freaking 1,000. There are 1,000 different commands, and just like how you use Stack Overflow to help you out in code, because who the heck remembers all their code syntax? Where we do is we come up here and we type in Nmap cheat sheet, and before you do any problem involving Nmap, you just open up an image of your cheat sheet, you get it nice and cooked, nice and ready, and then we begin the challenge. That's kind of how it works, okay? So that's what we're going to do, and let's get set up. Okay, so one benefit I have going on, so I know that we see here, we have on the left side the challenge, on the right side our little terminal window that we're going to be using. It's great. What y'all don't see is that I have a second monitor with the cheat sheet on, so we can actually, type in these commands and run them as needed. Let me see exactly what our IP address was. It's going to be this 10.10. Is that going to paste? It's not. Oh, man. Yep, we're going to have to type it in. I'm just going to type it in real quick, and we'll get it with a Control-C. Is that something I can do in this window? Let's see. Command-Shift-C. Beautiful. Okay. So let's go back down here to our challenges. Okay. Help Mixkitty and run nmap-t.st. is going to be a complete TCP scan. It's just kind of how the nmap packet gets sent, and they have a great analogy down here. So if I were to do an ST scan, it would be like, I think they have it as knocking on a door, waiting for someone to open it, greeting each other, and then excusing yourself to leave. And then we have a TCP SYN scan, which will be knocking on the door, and once someone answers, you pretend that it wasn't you, and that you just walk away innocently, and the latter will make it more difficult for the other party to remember you. So that is what we're doing here, ST and SS. Just so you're like, what is that? That is what that is. So let's do that real quick. Let's come over here. Nmap. That was a beautiful sound, right? Little something. And we're gonna scan the ports between 1 and 100. Okay, I think this automatically will actually do that. So there is 2 addresses. I don't think you have to specify between, ports 1 through 100, but if you wanted to, you could do -p. Let's see here. It's gonna be like 1 to 100, just like that, right? And you get 2 back. So there'll be 2. 2. Oh. Okay, I thought I said incorrect. I was like, what? Hold up. What is the smallest port number that is open? It's gonna be 22. It's SSH. It's beautiful. What is the service related to the highest port number you found in the first question? Well, there's SSH and there's HTTP. That should be it. Wow, guys, we're flying through these challenges. I bet if I didn't give like a explanation, it'd just be like a 2-minute video. So now we're gonna run this command, and we're gonna see if we got different results. So that was the complete. Now we're gonna do the, I guess the SYN. We do the SYN, and no, we did not get. Well, yes, we did get the same results. Whoa, it's crazy. I wonder if you ever do get different results. I think you'll always get the same results. It's just a different way of doing it, but someone prove me wrong in the comments. That'd be great. If you want Nmap to detect the version info of the services installed, you can use the Nmap SV ... Okay, what is the version number of the web server? See, I pulled up this cheat sheet. I went through the process of it, and TryHack me's out here giving me hints. Okay, come on, you gotta level up your game. I gotta be challenged. I can't just give out answers, bro. What is this? Oh man. So we do SV. What we got going back here? What is the version number of the web server? So that's going to be the Apache. It's going to be the Apache server. We can see it here. So this is the TCP server or HTTP server. Apache HTTPD. The D stands for the daemon. Linux is weird. Everything involves daemons in Linux, so you just get used to seeing that. And I think here, if I copy this guy over, Control C, we can put it in this guy here. Oh, all right, that's beautiful. Copy here, and I think this will be okay. Yes, it like that. Okay, cool. So by checking the vulnerabilities related to the installed web server, you learn that there is a critical vulnerability that allows path traversal and remote code execution. Now you can tell McSkitty and Grinch Enterprises, that Grinch Enterprises used this vulnerability. What is the CVE number of the vulnerability that was solved in version of the, yeah. So CVE is the common vulnerabilities and exposures. And these are publicly disclosed, hacks, exploits that I guess the internet community knows about. And it's pretty cool. I mean, it's updated every day. Something new comes out. Super cool. You should visit the site. I think we're about to do that. So what are we going to do? We're going to open up Mozilla Firefox here. And we are going to look up vulnerabilities that are around that Apache BD 2.4.49 CVE exploits. Yes, I agree to the cookies, man. Patched in 2.4. 1.4.51. Okay, so after some very in-depth, snooping on the internet, we find that this was a vulnerability that existed on the server. So we'll do a little Control-C there. And it's always interesting, no matter what software you're using, whatever hardware you're using, you can always just give a look up to the vulnerabilities that exist out there for it and see if you're actually safe or not. It's cool, just like that. So you are putting the pieces together and have a good idea of how your web server was exploited. McSkitty is suspicious that the attacker might have installed a backdoor. She asks you to check if there are some ports listening. Yep, on some craziness. This is going to be a minute. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, what is the port number that appeared in the results? So we're going to scan our whole entire machine for ports that are open. And I can tell you by experience, this is usually a long process. Let's see if this clipboard will go away. That'd be great. No, don't want that to be my homepage as much as I love this hack. So we'll come over here and we'll just do P-P. Oh, baby. Wait, no, not the SV. That would take even longer. Oh my god. Make it quick. Make it quick. And cue the hotel music. Here we go. Yeah. We're just hanging out. Just a dog and a dude. Hanging out. That's how it is. Still waiting. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So after an hour of this thing running, let's just say I made the wrong assumption. I figured that the SS scan would have been the quicker of the two between SS and ST, primarily because this is a connect scan and this is a send scan. So I was like, okay, this is going to try to connect the port. It's probably going to take a little bit longer. And I figured the SS would have been the quicker of the two. However, after waiting for, an hour of this guy running, it was 77% done. Okay, I could have waited. I could have waited a little extra longer. But, time is money. So, I actually cheated and hit up a friend. I was like, yo, dude, like, is there any way to get this done quicker? And he's like, oh, yeah, man, just run ST. And I was like, oh, what? So we did this. We run the ST. And bang, we get this crazy port, the 2020, yeah, 20,000 essentially. And so now let's just do a scan on the port 20,212. Okay, let's see what happens here. And so we have an open telnet connection. Yes, that is definitely a backdoor. So let's see here. What did we need to answer on this question? What is the port number? So that was going to be 20. Oh man, 20. Yeah. I'm like tired after waiting that long. Oh my goodness. But we made it. So, okay. What is the name of the program listening on the newly discovered port? What is the name? It's Telnet. Telnet. And for y'all that don't know, Telnet is like it's the ability to execute commands. So it's kind of like SSH. I think Telnet's just like an older version of it. That's my understanding. But you can essentially communicate over Telnet and send commands back and forth to each other. So let's submit these two answers. Okay. That was not the program listening. Let's see here. That was the service, version Telnet D. Would that be it? We could definitely try. Let's make sure. So we got the MAC address, the host, server, So yeah, let's do Telnet D. See what comes up. Yep, there you go. The Telnet daemon. Never forget, guys. Never forget the daemon on the Linux. So, congratulations after that challenge. Oh man,
got it done. Feeling a little tired after waiting that long, but it's all good. See, the dog fell asleep, so that's how long it's been. But yeah, that was challenge 10, and I guess wait around for tomorrow for the next challenge. Take it easy.